Did we get your intro?
We did not. We didn't get anything.
Piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Amateur hour. I quit. I quit.
We just talked for so long without recording.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, I love it.
We just went like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just went 15 or 20 minutes, and he took his hoodie off, all of it. I'm sorry, I just yelled that. But he took his hoodie off.
Not quite better than you, baby.
Yeah. Worse than you. Worse than all of you.
Better.
And we know it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the We'll See You Later podcast. This is our first episode where we talk all things sports and entertainment from our point of view. I am your host, Jeremy.
And I am Jordan, and we are just so happy you guys could join us and take the time to hear us talk about things that we are passionate about, and we're going to pick you guys up and carry you with us on this journey, and this is the first episode of what I hope is many.
I hope so.
So let's roll into our first topics and enjoy, guys. Back it up.
Shit. Shit. What?
Yeah.
Can I get a cold beer? I'm going to go home.
Beer's disgusting. Like, I cannot. I'm not. Everyone's like, oh, you'll develop a taste for beer when you get older. No, there's nothing tasty about beer.
What?
There's nothing you cannot hand me a beer where I'm just like, man, I want more of that.
You ain't had the right beer.
That's what everyone says.
What are you drinking?
Nothing. That's why I don't drink.
What did you drink?
Yeah, I decided to just start smoking.
Okay, I get that. I'm not on that part of it. What did you drink?
I've tried everything. My wife is a connoisseur, and I have tried everything that she's had.
Name some.
I don't know their names.
Like, are you talking like from the store?
No, I'm talking like we can go to Flying Saucer. There's not anything on that menu where I'm just like, unless it's like something super fruity, which.
Oh, like a sour? I like sour.
I've tried a sour. I've tried an IPA. And listen, I will say this. The only thing, it's odd, hate beer. Like that, I don't like that word, but I hate beer. I like dark lagers. Yeah, I can drink a Guinness. Like I'm okay with it. A good black and tan is what I can stomach, but I still don't drink one. I never just be like, I want that.
Right. I think you just got to have the right one. You have to go to a certain craft. So I hated beer.
Or I could just continue to smoke a lot of weed.
You can. Different,
Different strokes for different folks.
Sure. I didn't like beer until I moved to Birmingham and worked at a brewery and started to try different ones. And like, I like certain beer. I don't do like if we go to a restaurant. No. But if we go to a brewery, I'm in on a Pilsner or some sort of a light beer, a blonde. Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a brunette guy myself.
Yeah,
I'll drink a cider.
I made a...
you give me some spiked apple juice, I'm here all day.
Dang. I made a porter one time, and it was called You're My Boy Blue. And it was it had blueberries in it. It was like a blueberry pancakey kind of. It was good.
What's a porter?
Just dark stuff. We'd get canceled before we get started. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Is that like a reverse Uno card? Like, is that how that works? Like, what if I cancel myself first?
Guys, listen, I had the greatest hand of Uno I've ever had a couple days ago. Starting out, I just won a game. Starting out, bam, 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 pick up my 7 cards. First card, wild card. Second card, draw 4. Third card, blue skip. Not bad. Fourth card, there's a blue 3. Fifth card, wild card. Sixth card, a yellow 3, so I got same numbers. And next card was a draw 4. Listen. Oh, no.
Yeah, you'd have died.
Listen.
Some baby back bull right there.
Listen, but it could not have played.
You rigged it.
It could not have played out. No, Moose cut the cards. That's why you always have somebody cut, because then you can't blame the dealer. You blame the cutter. And so what had happened was out the gate. I didn't even start the game.
Who did?
Andrea started the game. It was just me, Andrea, Moose. So,
yeah.
Okay? Andrea starts out, blue card. I've got 2 blues in my hand. Skip Moose, back to her. She plays another blue. Blue card, goes to Moose, goes to her. She plays a 3. The only other card I have
is a yellow 3.
Bam, I got nothing but wilds left in my hand.
And draws
at that point.
Yellow or draws and wilds.
So it was just as long as I didn't. And
did he cheat, Moose? Did he cheat?
Nope.
Call it now, son. Come on.
He knows.
You can tell everybody your dad cheated.
You don't need to cheat. You cut. So if anybody cheated, it was on you. You were trying to shift it over to your way.
Don't let him bully ball you right now.
Mm-mm.
He cheated, didn't he?
And if anyone wants to know more about us, this is telling. This is very telling. You can just take a look at a couple of images, take your little still shot.
If you're wondering what that stupid jersey is up there,
I can't point.
We were on a flag football team, and I came up with the name Banana Peels, thinking that it would be super cool, like Donkey Kong stuff.
Loved it.
And Jordan put a real banana on the jersey, and I absolutely hated it. And so now he wants to display that.
That
as
is
a jab at me.
There is only one person in this entire world who has talked negatively about those jerseys.
Me. I don't like the real banana.
That is a representation of a building block of our friendship.
What?
That jersey. The banana
No,
peels.
it is not.
That team is a building block on the foundation.
Yeah, the first one was
friendship.
fine, and the one y'all have now is great.
The ones we have now are fantastic.
That one right there, you dropped the ball.
Listen,
You dropped it.
How
You
do you-
100%.
Have you noticed how I love how flag football is really becoming a more well-known sport. The flag football league starts in March. So people get to see that. More kids, where you get boys, younger boys who don't really want to play tackle football are getting involved. Girls are getting to play. In fact, a lot of people that I know, when I tell them that like I'm playing flag football, a lot of people are like, isn't that a girl sport? Because it's still perceived as that. And so I like the exposure it's getting. And I think, once we can get you on this travel team and get you moving with us, that we're really going to take off.
Yeah, I got this 33-year-old hip, though. And
I have 35-year-old torn Achilles feet.
yeah, but this old hip sometimes. yeah. This old hip sometimes. She just don't want to open up. So I don't want to test her on the weekends. Yeah, we're Razorback fans through and through. Jordan's a Sometimer fan at this point.
So I'm always a fan.
I don't want to hear it.
It's just who I do and don't like as far as the coaching goes. I can respect a coach and not respect a coach.
Also very much a nerd in a Marvel DC sense as well.
DC baby.
I'm a Marvel guy first, but no one can beat Heath Ledger's Joker.
Pause, Mark Hamill.
Live action. Let's go live action. Pinch poke.
Because you know what DC is, right?
No, not even close. Maybe in the comic book world, but
absolutely in the comic book.
But after that, movies. Okay,
listen,
so you're gonna sit here.
You have to say live action movies.
Yeah, live action Marvel destroys because they haven't had to recast everybody 10 times and then make up new stuff. Like every 3 years, we're gonna have a new Batman. Every 3 years, we're gonna have a new Aquaman because they fumbled every opportunity.
That's why you have listen. No one can tell me, I can't say no one can tell me. Everyone has their own rights. I don't respect anyone telling me that DC movies are trash until they go watch the DC animated movies.
I'm just talking live actions.
That's
what got me.
That's not fair.
I'm talking about that's what got me into the Marvel universe was Iron Man 1. But DC, I think that with the idea of we're going to do comic booky-esque live action was a gamble that did not pan out.
It hasn't. It hasn't panned out since the real Batman, Michael Keaton, stepped down. I love his quote. He said, "I am Batman, and I'm very confident in that."
Oh yeah.
He understands that he is Batman, and I need the rest of you to understand that Michael Keaton is Batman.
Don't even.
What is it? Okay, let's just here we go. What is your love for Devo Davis? Here you go. It's sports. What have you done for me lately?
The entire team has done nothing. Actually, wait. There's one player that I will say is giving us something, and it's Tremont Mark.
I can't argue that.
Other than that, I love Devo because his loyalty and his effort. And actually, this whole team, I think this is the first time I've ever in my life under Muscleman saw that this is the proof that talent doesn't always make you good.
And my argument against what you're saying is, but also agreeing with you, you could plug in Layden Blocker into Devo Davis's minutes and you will get the same production, if not better.
No way.
Because Layden Blocker at least knows he knows his zone.
But Layden Blocker, not hating on him, turnovers, man. He gets too jittery. He's literally like a kid in a candy store, which I love. But I think you have to put him and Devo on the court together I think Devo has this like the calmness that Layden doesn't have yet.
But he doesn't have
But
he doesn't have the mindset. He wants to be a scorer, but he's not.
This whole team wants to be a scorer.
But at least they can shoot.
Who?
Huh?
Who can shoot?
Battle.
Since when?
Davenport.
Since when?
Well, when Devo's taking all of their shots, they're not getting enough volume.
You're blaming Devo.
I'm not blaming it's not blame.
I'll start digging into this stuff.
Oh, you want to
I
dig into it?
I did homework. I did a smidge of homework. Yeah, get your notebook. Get your notebook.
We're gonna get the notebooks out. Here we go. Let's talk about the homework here.
What do you want to talk about? Let's go.
No, what homework do you have?
No, where do you want to start? I'll start with just saying this. In the preseason, we had 5 guys, listed as the SEC top 30 basketball players.
Okay. Who are those 5?
5.
Who are the 5?
So just off of theory alone, if you had and you just started them, they would more than likely be a pretty decent team. Decent.
On paper, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's like saying every first-round draft pick is a first-round draft pick.
You have Trevin Brazil, who was supposed to be the 3rd best player in the SEC. 3rd. The man averages 9 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Talent-wise, he's got it. But it's not there mentally.
The whole team is mental midgets.
Well, I agree with that.
The whole team.
We've argued for that topic the entire
Number
week.
9 is the guy you hate. Devo Davis was number 9 out of 30. The top 30. He was number 9.
Why?
Number 20 was Tremont Mark. 22, L. Ellis. 25, Khalif Battle. What crazy about Battle, because I was all in on Battle, and I love Battle. Battle is averaging 11 points a game. In the past 5 games, can you guess how many total points he's had? He did sit for 1 game, but
I bet the last 5?
Last 5 games, what's he had total?
14.
12.
I was close.
He's complete. Oh, God.
But look at his minutes. Has he had the same amount of minutes that he was
Look at
getting?
his effort. The whole team's effort. I cut everybody's minutes.
We cannot pinpoint, we cannot argue against any one player's downfall or one player's lack of effort because it's a conglomerate as a team. They are not putting out effort.
No, this whole team's trash.
Nobody is rebounding.
Nobody. We're allergic to it.
It's
when we play one-on-one and like I shoot it and I miss it and it automatically means it's your ball.
Yeah.
Someone told the Razorbacks that's how we play, and then someone didn't tell the other team that's how they play.
I think what it is a lot of these kids, I mean, they are kids. They have the pickup ball mentality. The ball goes up and they do this. Nobody boxes out. Nobody aggressively rebounds. The problem with this team is they expect everyone else to do their job while not doing their job. Does that make sense?
Yes, I hate this team.
It's like, hey, I don't have to do my job.
This team's mentality.
Yeah, everyone else is going to do their job. I don't have to do my job, but everyone has that mentality on the court.
Mm-hmm. What sucks is I believe that our coach, I believe Muss, has built a standard, and this team is the team that will break it down, which makes no sense to me because to me it's an embarrassment if you're wearing an Arkansas jersey this year and you put that performance on the field or on the court. Bobby P for president.
Listen, Bobby P for coach.
No.
So the basketball team, like their defensive spread is terrible. Like I'm not trying to. I hate to just sit here and say they're terrible as a whole, but when you can really break down the parts they're failing at, is you start with like the defensive spacing. I've never seen more. I told you this. I've not seen teams shoot better in Bud Walton than I have this year because they are so open. It's like
it's ridiculous.
Shooting, it's like shooting.
I'm telling you,
shots.
it's just effort. It is effort and heart. The one thing that you can't do is teach effort and teach heart. And if anybody says that like Muss miss the mark with these kids, it's not true. Like these guys on paper and on their teams last year, people were telling us that we were going to be national championship like contenders.
Yeah.
I thought Elite 8 Final Four, like we're finally going to make a run. We got experience, we got height, we got shooting, we've got guys who can play ISO ball. We have the total package. This is probably the best assembled team that he has brought in. I thought last year's team was great with talent, but they were so young. He brought in the best experienced team that he could. And on paper, these guys were studs. 5 out of 30 Like if you just started them, I think that we're in most games. And this team's heart and effort is so terrible and frustrating to watch as a Hog fan, which, by the way, if we are Hog fans, which we are, it's amazing we get to talk about this because we have a standard now. Like we kind of feel like a little bit of some Bama and Georgia in football here. We have a standard that Muss has created, and we pack out a house, and the fans expect great things whenever from before as a Hog fan. Like we didn't expect nothing. Like we were hoping that we might be able to hang with a Kentucky.
But so are our standards too high?
No.
Are we? You don't think that we're expecting too much out of this team?
No.
You think they are?
No.
You think they are not even meeting the mid bar?
No.
You don't think so?
This is the most underrated, like overhyped team that we've had. But no, I think the bar was set, and then Muss has set that bar for us. And then seeing the proof of these people, if you went and looked at all their plays, like these guys are studs. And they suck together. Like absolutely garbage. I don't care. Like, do something. Do something. These guys, no one has effort, and it's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Davenport just said it in the interview as well. Like, what do they have to do? He says, I don't know. That's a good question. It's ridiculous. I like Davenport, by the way.
Our football team can't even tackle. You expect our basketball team to tackle?
You know, this is the best thing about being a Razorback fan. There's always a season around the corner that we're probably going to get disappointed with, so we just hope for it. There's always baseball season.
There's always baseball season. And
baseball only lets you down in the playoff or in the postseason.
If only we still had Carson Shaddy.
Don't do too soon. Too soon. I was in the outfield when you could hear him screaming from second base on a dead Usain Bolt sprint to the freaking foul line, yelling ball, 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 ball. When Eric Cole, I swear, has got a tent and a fire made because he's camping ready for the catch, and Carson Shaddy overruns it by 10 feet. And then the next pitch, that Oregon State dude goes yard.
Yeah.
I've never in my life had my heart drop into my scrotum area so fast.
Going back to basketball.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think the problem, I won't say problem, do you think what could be hindering the team is, like you said, this is the most well-assembled team on paper that Arkansas has ever had? Not, I won't say ever had. That has had
under
the
Muss.
past couple decades, under Muss. Do you think the problem is that we have so much talent? Because Muss used to play, 6, 7 guys? His rotation was 6 or 7 guys.
Yeah.
But now he has so much talent. Do you think he feels that he has to have the 10 guys? Do you think he has to have 8 to 10 guys?
No, I think he wanted 10 studs, and he was going to find his 7. And then the other 3 were going to get a ring on the bench. Or if someone got hurt, that's what you're for. But no, I think that he can't find the 7 or 8. He did against whenever we beat A&M. It was a smaller rotation, and Battle didn't even play.
No.
And we won. I mean, granted, we were up 20 early and had to, make a game winner. But no, this team has no identity. No one is a leader, which is mind-blowing to me that they haven't all bought into the system. I think that's all it is. Buy into the system and do your job. I think all these guys that came in thought they have to be who they were at their old school. Like L. Ellis averages, 17 or 18 points at Louisville. Well, you won 4 games. You're not going to leave the court. But he gets 1 turnover at Arkansas, and Muss is going to bench him and be like, what are you doing? And he sits on the sideline in his feelings.
Yeah.
I think Battle got benched too because he got in his feelings, and Muss is finally putting his foot down. We're giving the players too much credit and too much leeway. Just play the game that you're being now paid to play and actually play it. We play too much individual.
Oh, that's been in my opinion, that's been a hindrance the last couple of years.
Well, I think that with Muss is
so much iso ball.
Yeah, but Muss, that's his style. That's NBA. Like, it's one-on-ones. He finds your mismatch, which I'm okay with. It's the fact that we're a one-shot team. Like, if Tremont Mark is the guy who's got your mismatch, and that's who you want to run the offense through for the next 3 possessions, 4 possessions, crash the boards. Like, go make an effort for a putback. Because Tremont's not going to make 4 out of 4 more than likely. He's going to make 1, 2, or maybe 3. Go get the board. That's what all South Carolina did to us. That's all anybody does to us. Like, it's the worst effort team I've ever seen. If you watch somebody go one-on-one and you have 3 guys standing at the top outside the three-point line just watching this play happen, frustration, annoyance.
So then if you had to shrink your lineup and put your best 7 rotation out there, who's your best 7 rotation?
With this team, it changes.
But you also have to look at how
Mark is number 1. If Brazil can be as consistent as we all think he should be and can be, for sure. I still think Devo, and I think Blocker, Battle, Davenport. I like Benefield. I like him a lot. And I think at 8 you can put Chandler Lawson.
You have to put Chandler Lawson in there. He's
just kind of slow. Like, he's real long and lanky, but he moves real.
Chandler Lawson is our Zach Randolph. He's not going to jump.
No, he can't.
He's not going to jump.
Gravity has a really good pull on him.
He's not going to give you 10 points.
He might.
Consistently. He's not going to consistently give you 10 points. But he is going to be a force in the middle just because of his length, and he's going to get rebounds.
And blocks. But what's bad is he doesn't get the rebounds that I think he should.
I agree with that, but it's because he can't jump.
If you put him in Brazil in the paint.
He's got no knees. He's got no knees.
If you put him in Brazil in the paint, what are we doing? We're down what? And rebounding, it's like 20 offensive rebounds is like 20-something to 5.
Yeah.
If we don't have double digits, you two plant your butts on the blocks, and that's all you do is go get a rebound. That's it. I don't know why each week, even after we beat A&M, it looked like we had fire, and then we had people. We still got dominated on the boards. That's why they came back. But like, it makes no sense to me of how the performance from A&M on Wednesday to Saturday against South Carolina, which you were almost a double digit. Like, most people were predicting that, and we're averaging our losses. Average in the SEC is 19 points a game. What the heck is going on? And you're a national championship contender team.
Where? We'll be lucky if we make the tournament now.
What tournament? Like, if we don't go on a run at all, like, I don't even know what we're talking about. I wouldn't even go to the SEC tournament. I'd just walk away.
What about all the people that have the stats to show that this is how all of Muss's teams start out? 1-3,
right, but eventually, I don't think that they average 19 points a game on their losses.
They did not.
They didn't. They had heart, but the losses were possibly 5 or less, or a game winner. Like, there was I had the same argument of like, this is all right. We still believe. Every time this team comes out on the court, within first 5 minutes, you should know how this game's going to go. That's sad. It doesn't come down to the wire. There is no fire. Once we're down double digits, which is often early, there is nothing but a Tremont Mark attempt to come back.
Or a Khalif battle.
Or a Davenport will hit 1 or 2 threes in the corner, and everybody's like, oh, and then boom, it extends.
Davenport is that 3-and-D guy. I don't feel like he gets enough court time.
I think he's starting to.
He's starting to now, but I think that was the issue up to now, is he's not getting that. He's the 3-and-D guy. Don't look at me like that.
I'm listening. This was what we said about Pinion, too, until we realized that his feet don't work.
I didn't say that about Pinion.
His hamstring.
I didn't say that about Pinion.
They small. They ain't moving. He can shoot.
He can shoot.
He can shoot. But also don't ask him to shoot your game winner whenever he hadn't played in 5 games.
That, and you can't anymore. You don't have those JJ Redicks who you can just go out, put out there, and they can do nothing but shoot.
They're out there.
They're out there, but you don't see them on championship teams.
No.
Because you have too many athletes nowadays that can do everything.
Yeah.
And they can guard those guys now and score on those guys.
Yeah.
Fairly easy. You used to take those just spot up sharpshooters, and you would put them on the worst guy. Well, even the worst guy nowadays is going to blow right past them and have 30 points.
Yeah. Well, it's team ball. Like, that's the big thing, is it's team ball.
And
like,
if you
have a guy like JJ Redick, you have to play team ball for him to get his shot.
Yeah.
You have to help him get open, but once he gets open, it's in. We don't have that. We play ISO.
Pinion's not that.
No, he won't. No. I think Davenport could be. I mean, he went in the corner against A&M and hit the side of the backboard and then went to the very next spot like 10 seconds later and drained it and then hit another one.
Yeah.
You have to give him 2 or 3 shots for him to find it. And if he doesn't find it after that, take him out. But this team just needs help.
Yeah. Well, see, you're not going to agree with my rotation. My rotation, I have Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have Brazil because of his athleticism.
Yeah.
And he
has any moment.
He needs to find that dog in himself.
Yes.
He had it before and maybe he's timid from his ACL tear.
I don't think so. I think he's timid because I don't know, like I think that he's getting bullied.
But
he's not
do you
pushing
think
back.
He's soft like that? Do you think he's soft mentally and physically like that? I didn't ever think that before this year.
As of recent, now, yes. Or he just doesn't, or there's no discipline and they don't care. Like, I don't understand it because last year's team was not very good on like numbers. If you look at record, we were a mid-tier team, and then we caught fire and we believed in it. I don't see any belief in this team at all. Like even from people like Devo, what Devo could be and should be to me is the heartbeat of this team.
He should,
and for some reason, either we don't care about each other, and like it's a business, and everybody in there is just about themselves, or B, no one's got the dog in him this year, which makes no sense to me. Like, this is Devo's last year. You've been here for 40 years as a player, and I love you for it. But your last year, this is what we put on the court. There should be a remember the Titans moment to where they all get in that gym, have a team meeting with no coaches, air out their differences, and tell them, we ain't won a damn bit of nothing, y'all. Like, we haven't. And this team doesn't have to finish the way that it started. If they go on a run and start fighting for each other, fight for what's on the front of the jersey and not the stupid name on the back right now, because that's what it feels like we're doing, is just as long as I get my numbers, I'm good. But if we lose, it's whatever. Like, no. Somebody needs to step up and set the standard again because Muss deserves it. To me. I love Coach Muss.
Oh, I love Coach Muss. He doesn't need to go anywhere.
But if he goes somewhere, it's because we're chasing him off. Like, I'm not saying fans, they should not be like, Muss missed. He did not miss. And Muss needs this. My biggest fear is like, if this becomes a trend, Muss has set that standard, and if kids are not going to respect that standard, he will go somewhere else, and someone will pay him 100%.
A lot of money.
And I think it's way too early to talk about that, but this team should, like, national championship. They might not even make the NIT.
That's sad. It's sad when you have a coach like Muss who we know can put it together, who has them study the game like not many other coaches do.
No, he's unreal.
And still it's so sad because it's not on Muss.
No.
It's how they execute, and you can see the frustration in him when they're on the court.
100%. 100%.
I'm a suppressor. I'm a Devo suppressor. Love Devo's effort when he's locking someone down on defense. But I feel like he's not been able to do that as much this year because he's having to put in so much effort that he didn't used to have to on the offensive end of the ball. He feels, as the leader, it seems to me, that he feels he has to go down and be the guy.
Yeah, he's trying to be the spark.
But he can do that on defense. He can do that in transition. He doesn't need to be the guy who, in a half-court offense, takes the ball and tries to create his own shot.
Yeah.
A spot-up three every now and then.
Sometimes I think that's probably called. Like, we got to heat check him early because I think that's what he does. It's like he gives guys a little leeway. But I do sometimes Devo will come out of control.
Devo is not that guy that needs the leeway.
Because
he's just not a consistent shooter.
Effort. None of our teams.
I was going to say, none of our team are consistent shooters right now.
None of our team is consistent at anything. We beat the number one team in the country. We beat Duke. Watch us beat Kentucky and not even make the NIT. Like, that's going to be the most Arkansas thing ever. The football program is bleeding into the basketball program. And I can't take it.
You know what I've always said, but I don't think I've ever said to a public like this? Arkansas sports, Arkansas football, and you talk about it bleeding into basketball. The epitome of mediocrity.
I don't like that word.
No, it's terrible. But it's what we do.
You know what I've always said publicly? That my parents are selfish. And they had me in Arkansas where I had no choice. I could have birthed me in Texas.
Ew.
Could have picked one.
Really?
I would have probably been a Baylor guy or a Horned Frog probably.
Back then, though?
Oh, I wouldn't have been Texas probably. I don't like the color. But like put me in Bama. Could have been a Bama fan. Could have been. Never know. Put me in Louisiana. Probably a Raging Cajun. Not going to lie to you.
No LSU.
Not even close.
You say that.
I wouldn't even spit in that direction.
Our producer's an LSU fan.
Yeah. No, go Tigers. You can't even spell it.
You
I'll tell you this, though. So we're going to go back to a quick little football reference. Jordan has boycotted the Razorback football team until they fire Pittman, which Pit Boss, I'm all in. I'm part of the pit crew.
I love my Razorbacks. I always wish them nothing but the best. I will stand on this hill. Pittman is not the guy. I said this now. I can even backtrack and
He's got receipts.
I'll try to pull my words back. I was all for Pittman when he was hired.
Mm-hmm.
I said this. I said there's two kinds of coaches you can have in college football. You can have a genius on one side of the ball, offense or defense, who just knows how to put guys in the right positions. And when offense, that's very hard to do consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, I mean, look what Saban did. But that's a one-off.
Yeah, so you can't compare to him. There's not.
If you're not what's considered a genius on either side of the ball, you have to be a amazing recruiter,
mm-hmm.
which is what we were told Sam Pittman was going to be
for linemen,
and that he had the personality and he just had the presence that made guys want to play for him.
Mm-hmm.
And we even saw how great his offensive lines could be. And so I said, if Sam Pittman can get a really good offensive coordinator and a really good defensive coordinator and let them do their jobs and focus on recruiting and getting quality players here, and that's not easy when you have Georgias and Floridas and LSU. But you got to get those in-state kids.
Mm-hmm.
But if he can do that, if he can have a good recruiting trail year after year and get us good kids in-state, out-of-state that can at least keep us competitive. I'm not even hoping for a national title, but you get us those kids that can keep us competitive. He will be my favorite coach here.
Well, now the rules have changed.
That's fine.
It's all about money now, so it has nothing to do with recruiting. I can't promise you the stars and the rainbows and everything and wins or playing time when to get a walk-on, you got to drop $50,000 on them.
We have Jerry Jones. We have Walmart. We have Tyson Foods. How are we not able
I couldn't tell you.
How are we not able to throw the money on the table to match any one of these schools?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't.
It's going to cost a lot now.
I don't understand it. But
I think I called Petrino. That's step one of this process. Bobby's got to pull us out, because if not, this is the pit boss is probably last year if we don't do much here, at least show some sort of effort. But if we had Pittman running the show, Bobby P running his offense, I need 2 more hires. I need 2 more.
To complete your pit crew.
To complete my full pit crew. We only got a front tire changer. I need a back tire changer, and I need a gas man. My gas man is the one and only Coach O. Ed Orgeron. Go Tigers! We want Go Tigers to say Go Honks. Give me him for our D-line coach. Dear God, I'd run through a wall for this man. Then my rear tire changer, Houston Nutt as a recruiter. Sounds stupid, I know. Nobody loves Houston Nutt, or nobody loves Arkansas more than Houston Nutt. I don't care what you say.
There's not anyone out there who has as much passion for the Arkansas program as Houston.
No, hadn't even been a part of it for how many years, and he still talks about it. You put those 4 men on a coaching staff together, we get more recognition, I think, than Prime. I think prime time, Dion, I love Dion, but I'm saying, I think that you can, if you put those 4 on the field together, dear gosh, ESPN's bark. We have people, like kids will play for those teams.
But a lot of the kids don't even know who half those guys are.
Then we don't want them. If you don't know who they are, I don't want you. Are you kidding me?
You think
that's my Bobby P right there.
You think high schoolers know who Houston Nutt is?
Just look him up. He's unreal. You don't think so?
I don't think there's a high schooler out there who unless
I don't want to. Give me
Don't want-
transfers. Give me transfers.
nothing but transfers.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Eventually, the transfers are going to be the kids that don't know who he is.
I don't know, but I think if you put those 4 on there, we get the assets we need to actually put up a team that can produce, and you can get recruits. We're not going to recruit these Texas guys, especially them coming to the SEC. Texas is Texas. Oklahoma is Oklahoma. Bama, question mark now. I still think they're going to be Bama. Whoever takes – have they hired anybody yet?
No. Yes.
Did they?
Yeah, Bama's got Coach B from Washington.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Feel bad for him. Big shoes to fill. Never going to be able to do it. Then you have LSU. I mean, I don't know how we out-recruit any of those people. We just have to outpay. We cannot out-recruit. I'm sorry.
You've got to have...
Then you have Georgia. I mean, it's ridiculous.
You've got to have the... Again, I am happy. Here's me. As a Hog fan, I get blasphemized for this all the time. I am okay being a Wisconsin or a Nebraska because they can do the most with what little recruiting they have. You've got to have an offensive coordinator that can scheme for these kids that are not 5-star recruits. And we have that in Bobby P. We've seen it when we got kids like Ryan Mallett, when we got kids like Matt Jones wasn't under Bobby P.
Oh, you're right.
That was Houston Nutt.
Who they should know.
If you don't know who Houston Nutt is, look him up. That'll help.
Hey, there's only one Razorback. Only one Razorback.
Who is it?
No, that's all he said. That was his halftime speech. You can hear the crowd calling the Hogs.
Greenwood kid, Tyler Wilson. But those are the guys. Like, they weren't 5-star recruits, but
No.
But look what Bobby P was able to do with them, and look what Bobby P did at Missouri State. Look what he did everywhere he's gone. He had Lamar Jackson at Louisville. Let's not underline the fact that he had possibly the greatest college football quarterback of all time.
Ooh, hot take there. Lamar is the greatest one.
The most electrifying college quarterback.
Yeah, I was about to say, Joe Burrow, he's up there.
Joe Burrow had Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
So? Numbers, Tim Tebow, who'd he have?
Huh?
Tim Tebow, who'd he have?
Tim Tebow had God.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. We're going back into the NFL now. Your Ravens.
Switch around. We won, baby.
It's about time.
Woo, woo.
It's about time Lamar showed up. If he would have lost to Jordan Love, I think that they would have probably chased him to the...
That's a good thing, because he didn't play Jordan Love.
No. Oh, shit. That's Brock Purdy. Who'd y'all play?
We played the Texans.
Oh, C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
So same thing. Same scenario there.
Rookie.
If you get chased out by a rookie, he would be probably playing for our Birmingham Stallions next year.
Whoop. Go Stallions.
Yeah, that new football league.
What is it? Buck on? Or what is it?
Buck up.
Buck up.
Buck up, baby.
Birmingham Stallions.
Yep. We're on that. We're on that train. I don't know anybody on your team really. We just randomly picked a team. Love their colors. Love their logo. Love that they say Buck up.
Yep.
All in. But your Ravens. That's a massive deal.
I was worried because you always have the argument between rest versus rust.
Mm-hmm.
And we showed that in the first half.
Yeah.
You know, in 2019, we had the same thing. We had that first round bye, and then we came out and just got stomped. And so doing it again this year, there was a lot of worry. There was a lot of talk, and everybody was worried if Lamar was going to be able to show up after sitting for 20 days. And the defense did their job. Special teams had a hiccup, and then the offense was stagnant in that first half. And, man, they came out and put up 24 unanswered in the second half. Defense locked down. I think defense allowed 3 yards per play in the second half.
They had to. Look, that literally was a job saver for Lamar.
Yeah.
It had to have been.
Well, I mean, we just signed him to a big contract. He's there no matter what.
They were going to somehow try to get rid of him. They had to, and it sucks because of the talent level. But to lose to a rookie would have been horrible. C.J. Stroud is amazing.
Oh, absolutely. Did you see he had the most? C.J. Stroud had the most passing yards per game in the NFL.
As a rookie, with a Houston Texans team that's not that great.
Won 4 games last year.
That team's not that great.
Rookie head coach, rookie offensive coordinator, rookie quarterback.
And he's a dog.
He's smart.
He's a dog.
He made his receivers in that first half kind of let him down. Nothing was on his side, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he was getting the ball out quick. I don't think he took a single sack. He may have taken 1 or 2 by the end of the game, but the first 3 quarters, he did not take a single sack.
Love it.
Like, he made the right decisions. He's going to be impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of worries me in the AFC moving forward.
I like the quarterbacks that we're seeing in the NFL now, like the new style quarterback, the new era.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Jordan Love.
Oh, listen, I've been
Brock
a Jordan
Purdy.
Love fan since he came in. I said it was a perfect situation, just like everyone said with Aaron Rodgers. He got to sit behind a great quarterback, learn the game, really learn the system, and not have a lot of pressure on him.
Mm-hmm.
And now, and I feel like in that same scenario, like now that Rodgers is gone, and everyone's like, "Oh, the pressure's on him." Is it really?
No,
Because the pressure may be on him from a fan standpoint, but he's got to feel a little bit of it the last 3 or 4 years sitting behind Aaron Rodgers.
100%.
It's not a 19-year-old or 20-year-old kid coming in and having to just automatically CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, to be those guys who are like, you are our guy right now.
And if you're a Packer fan right now, you have to be excited.
You have to be happy.
You're the youngest team in the league, and you should have won that game.
Should have won.
They should have won. I think that they gave that game away, and the 49ers got very lucky. Again, the rest might have gotten to them a little bit as well.
No, the call came in from Goodell, and he was like, "Hey, kicker, we're going to miss this field goal."
Yeah. Have you seen the logo stuff? Like the Super Bowl logo
The
colors?
conspiracy logos.
Yes.
Absolutely. I just sent that to my sister.
49ers and the Ravens are the colors this year. So
Yep.
we'll see if that goes to be true. I hope it's not. Sorry. For you,
Do
you
you
kind of do.
Do you believe? I've said this, and I could be wrong. I could be right. This does not make me more or less a Ravens fan. We drafted Lamar, and I told many people that day, I said, listen, we may not win a Super Bowl the entire time Lamar is here, but by gosh, is he going to be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And over the past 5 years, when he's healthy, the Ravens have been so much fun to watch. That game we went to, amazing.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah.
And you were sitting in the right spot.
We were sitting in the perfect spot.
You
I
saw
got
the Odell
to
catch.
see the Odell catch. I mean, I could have spit on him. Well, I don't know. I can't spit very far.
Why would you spit?
Huh?
Why would you spit?
It was a
though?
distance explanation.
Could have threw my shoe at him. Like you could.
I could have thrown my shoe at
There
him.
you go.
I don't
Okay.
know. My shoulder's been bothering me lately.
I'd say spitting on someone rude.
But no, like that was. So it's really exciting to be a Ravens fan right now.
Yeah.
The defense, there's been questions on, is this the best defense? Like a dynasty right now. Like are they the best defense since the 2000 Ravens?
Oh. So a dynasty, you got to win something to be a dynasty.
I'm talking about just the defense.
Got it.
You have those different defenses in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And you have the best defense, arguably of all time, the 2000 Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And now this team right here, who is the first team since the NFL merger to be first in turnovers, sacks, and points allowed per game.
Yeah. I just think the game's changed so much too. It's a lot of individual ball. It's
It
a lot
is.
of one-on-ones. I think that's just how it is nowadays. It's kind of strange.
And to be able to shut teams down, especially in this era where it's passing and scoring, where I feel like
it's like ISO ball.
Well, and where I feel like, and a lot of other people do, I know, feel like that the rules are stacked against the defense.
Yeah.
So it's harder to keep people from scoring without getting penalties. I mean, if you get penalties, that's allowing them to score, so it negates what I just said. But when you're stopping teams in this day and age, like the way the Ravens are, I think their last 3 or 4 home games, they have not allowed more than 20 points.
Pretty impressive.
It's
Speaking of San Francisco, Razorback, ex-Razorback, Dre Greenlaw.
that pick.
He had 2.
It was beautiful.
Now, the only thing is he had that stubbornness where he's like, I'm going to score.
Yeah.
And then you ever watch The Replacements?
Yeah.
He's like,
Go down, Danny.
Yeah, Danny
Go
wouldn't go
down,
down.
Danny.
We're just, Dre, go down. But after he finally decided to break 7 tackles and then go down, Dre Greenlaw, love him. Is he if you look back as a Razorback fan, is he our guy that's the only one other than maybe a Frank Ragnow?
That what?
Like that we're super proud of that's still in the league and actually playing solid.
I have
who
to
do
go
you-
with. This is the guy I didn't even know made it to the NFL. Jerry Jacobs, starting corner for the Detroit Lions, who are. I love that story right now. I kind of hope that Detroit ends up beating San Francisco
Same.
in the NFC, just because I love. And even if the Lions go on and beat my Ravens,
No, they're going to lose to the Bills.
no, they're not. We'll come. Let's rewind back to that in a second. No, like I love the Lions story. I love Jerry Jacobs. I love what he's doing, how he got his starting spot, and You got to bring up Cam Curl.
Oh yeah, I love Cam Curl.
Showed up in Washington. Washington loves them some Razorbacks.
They do.
They
Detroit
Ridgeway
does too now.
They got Ridgeway.
Detroit's got 3.
Yeah, they got Ridgeway over and then they draft Sprinkle. They draft Jeremy Sprinkle.
They did.
There was a linebacker, not Spates.
Marshall Spates.
Yeah,
Spate.
They drafted Spate. They took Cam Curl, and then now Cam Curl is starting in a very productive safety. Like, I'm proud of our Pro Hogs.
Yeah, it used to be. Everybody thought it was like a cowboy thing with Jerry Jones, but it was more New England.
Yeah.
New England took a lot.
They took Dietrich Wise. They took
Phylon. They had Hunter
no,
Henry.
Phylon.
He got drafted elsewhere, but he's there now.
Chargers.
And then, you had Ryan Mallett. Like, there was a lot of guys going. Trey Flowers.
Hunter Henry.
Trey Flowers. They were studs. But I think right now you look at Dre Greenlaw. I like Frank Ragnow a lot too. Like, this dude is battle tested at center. But
no, Dre Greenlaw may be the best Pro Hog that's out right now.
Oh, for sure.
And it's hard to. What's sad is, I'll put a tie. I'll say him and Frank Ragnow are tied because Frank Ragnow is one of the best centers in the game.
So Detroit's about to play like right now.
Detroit started playing at 2.
Yeah.
Do we have a score update?
Detroit. I would like to see Detroit, and tonight my 10-10.
Okay. 10-10.
Detroit's going to figure out a way. They have to.
Who are they playing?
Detroit is playing.
It's sad that we're sports talking. We don't even know who's playing right now.
I'm trying to
Who's Detroit playing?
Bucks and
the Bucks.
Baker,
baby.
Big old Baker.
I'm not mad at either one of those teams winning.
No,
but I think the Lions.
Detroit.
I think the Lions match up better with San Francisco.
All home teams should win this round. Hopefully, if there's any justice in this world,
why are you saying that?
Buffalo will win.
We got the Bills Mafia over here to my right.
Years ago, bro, when someone put this out, and this would have been horrible. So 2 years ago was the game where they scored like ungodly amounts in the fourth quarter. It was back and forth, boom, 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 and then we scored with 16 seconds left and took the lead, and then that 2 plays for Pat, and then field goal, go to overtime. No defense was playing that game, so whoever won the coin toss was going to win it. They go down, score, and they're like, rule change, right? They want to change the overtime rule. Someone had like a poetic justice, which I hope is not going to happen. They were like, in a perfect world, we go to overtime. We go score on the first possession. They go score and go for 2 and beat us.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
if they change the rule.
Oh,
so it backfired on us. That'd be horrible.
That'd be bad.
But Buffalo, please, for the love of everything, beat Pat Mahomes. Travis Kelce needs to get out of here with that Taylor Swift BS. Did you see? You know who's going to be up there?
Who's going to be up?
Tay got her a little friend that's going to be up in the box. It's going to be his brother now, Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Jason's part of the Tay crew. This can't happen. This cannot happen.
Are you Team Jason or Team Travis?
Jason,
I think
all
Jason.
day. I want him to come back. By the way, he never fully has like announced. It got leaked of what he was saying in the locker room.
Okay.
But like, he has not publicly announced because he wanted to do it if he was going to do it. So, I wish he would come back one more year and just, give Buffalo a shot, Love to have it. Having a Kelce.
That's your hope.
Yes.
That's your hope is that he comes back just
one time.
Is his contract up?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
So tonight, who do you need from a not a fan standpoint, from a football standpoint? Who do you need to step up tonight in order to take down the Chiefs?
It starts with Josh Allen. That's all it is.
Well, no. You can't it's got to be a role player. What role player has to step up in Buffalo tonight to drop the Chiefs?
Cook can go off. We got to protect the ball. I don't know how bad the weather is, but
it's clear.
I love wind and all that crap because it's nasty up there. If it's not
it didn't bother Baltimore.
If it's not too windy, Kincaid, I love that guy. Kincaid could be great. He can give us a touchdown or 2. Dawson Knox, I like his effort, but I really like Kincaid. Stephon Diggs has not done like a big breakout game in a minute. I don't know if Gabe Davis is playing or not. He was out last week.
You never know. You never know if Gabe Davis,
he's
even if he is playing, you never know if he's going to,
tell it to my fantasy team.
Get you 40 fantasy points or
0 catches, 0 targets. But I would love to see Diggs have an actual breakout game, but if we're going off just players alone, it has to be Josh Allen. Like the decision making that he's making has to be solid. No, I mean, I understand he throws more than anybody, but he takes more risks. He can't just throw one up in hopes of this or that. He has to play a perfect game, and I believe he will. That this is the next step for him to take, for people to put him in that category. Because everybody says it is annoying that he is the biggest turnover quarterback, but he's also the most touchdowns. So it's like he does risk more and get more, but he also gives away some. You have to give and take that. But there are some times where I feel like he's just a kid playing jackpot and just threw it. But I think that he is the next big thing, and this is the next step for him. Is to take down old Patty, and then take down Lamar, and then take down the Lions and rip their heart out.
See, why would you do that? I feel
Poetic.
Listen, like even as a Ravens fan, maybe I'm just not hard enough. My wife has softened me. But I think if the Lions go to the Super Bowl, the Lions need to win the Super Bowl.
They need to, but they're not going to. They're going to lose to the Bills.
The Bills aren't going to be there. Let's have y'all take care of business tonight.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Then we'll talk about, scary Lamar.
It's not Lamar you got to worry about. It's that Ravens defense. Mm-hmm. What is that? Mm-hmm. What does that face?
Mm-mm.
What's
You're going to get torched.
By who?
Everyone.
But no, I mean, like I said, you have to get there first.
You're right. We'll get there tonight.
We're there.
We'll get there tonight.
We're in the AFC Championship.
I firmly believe it's going to be can we cuss?
I don't mind.
An ass whooping tonight. I think Travis Kelce, dunzo. Huh? Yeah, I don't know what we have. If we're demonetized.
We can always bleep it.
No, leave it. Bleep out.
Listen, after what he left on his show, I don't think.
Yeah. But who is your? You can go with your fandom. It doesn't matter. Who do you want to see in the Super Bowl and who's winning it? And you can use your fandom. You can use whatever you want.
Listen, again, my wife has ruined me. I want to see a good game. I want to see a good game with guys who want to be there. I want to see the Bills, or I want to see the Ravens.
I like that you said that first.
And I do not want to see Ravens 49ers again. And here's the problem. I don't want to see Ravens Lions again. I already got to see that this year.
But that one I think would be more special.
The Ravens Lions?
Yeah. So you want Bucks?
I don't want Bucks.
If you want Ravens, it's got to be Bucks.
That's the problem.
So you just got to pull your Ravens out.
I do not. What I want and what actually is likely to happen is two completely different things. But I just want to see a good game. Like I said, and I want guys to want to be there. I want it to be a meaningful game. Like I want there to be something to lose on both sides.
Yeah.
I feel like with the Chiefs there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we're in another Super Bowl.
I definitely want Bills, Detroit, and I want everybody to have that.
Lot of blue.
I want Detroit to have that hope. No, we can wear the all reds. And Detroit to have that hope, like it's our year, and we steal it. Every bit of it.
Just
crush their spirit. Eminem crush the spirit. Crush it. And then next year they can do what
You're
they
the
want.
guy that goes around popping kids' balloons in public, aren't you?
100%. Till you go get another one. It's not your day, kid.
It's not.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's sports. Like, I get the poetic justice, but at the end of the day, being an Arkansas Razorback fan has hardened me to winning. And I don't care. I'm saying, like, I'm a hardened.
You can't relate being an Arkansas fan and winning.
No, that's what I'm saying. So for me, get it while you can. And I feel like this is our shot to get it. I don't think, because I don't see, I mean, we maybe, but I think that everybody's just going to get better. Buffalo, not saying that window's closing, but it's like, remember that like 2013 like Clippers team when they had like
Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan,
like that,
Jamal Crawford,
all
Chris
of
Paul.
it. JJ Redick, they had a team and they didn't do nothing. I'm so scared that that's this Buffalo team. So scared that we're going to miss this window because Stephon Diggs is only going to lose for so long before he decides he going somewhere. Like they can't keep him there. Yes, like this window and this talent of a team, that window's small. And I don't know, because a lot of those defensive guys are getting older. Like you got Von Miller over there. You got
Jerry Hughes.
All of
Jerry
them.
Hughes.
They got all our whole defense is hurt right now, but it's like they're all old. So we're gonna miss that boat, that small window, And so for me, I don't care. Detroit, I don't think they're going anywhere. If they can get better, they can get worse. It's just a great year. But looking at who's in the playoffs right now and how well they're playing, Buffalo, that window is small for you to be up here.
In your favor, y'all can't be that Clippers team because the Eagles were already that Clippers team.
But they won.
No,
they didn't when they lost it. But no, they made it. I'm afraid that we're going to be the Clippers team that never even made it to the dance.
Yeah, because the Ravens are going to beat you.
We could lose tonight. Like that's our hurdle. Right now, you're not our hurdle. We don't even think about you because we have to jump this one. It's and okay, this one is like, and I hate to say the big brother, little brother thing, but this is what it feels like. Like we have to beat up big brother, and they should not be big brother.
They shouldn't. Not this
year.
Like
the Chiefs should not be big brother. That's why we take them behind the woodshed tonight.
You really think that it's going to be that big of a game, like that big of a deficit?
I hope.
Think y'all are just
I hope that we finally, like, destruction.
Don't waste it all this week.
Oh, it ain't a waste. It's just we're gonna ride that high horse.
You're gonna ride it.
Ride into Baltimore.
You're gonna peak at the right
walk
time.
Out. We're gonna let Lamar be Lamar.
Nobody walks out of Baltimore, even if y'all do
Lamar. And then we're gonna go. Where's the Super Bowl this year?
Las Vegas.
We're gonna go to Vegas with them Lions and just destroy them too.
I'm sorry. Even if you do win, nobody walks out of the bank. You may limp out of the bank, and you won't be ready for the Super Bowl.
Whatever floats your boat.
Wins Super Bowl goes through Baltimore. If we don't beat you,
well, it has to. You won. It has to go through you now. You won. I mean, that's proof. That's just a statement.
It is what it is.
It's like it also goes through San Fran. It does. Like, I'd rather play them any day of the week, though. Like, our side's a lot harder, but I think we have 3 legit teams that, as much as we don't like the Chiefs, like, they still, for some reason, with all odds against them, still freaking show up. I hate them.
It's terrible.
I hate them. That Tay Swift power.
Are they the new Patriots?
No,
I'm just saying, like, as far as, like, you just hate them.
Yes. They're like they're like that Golden State team. Like, they're just, well, I don't think they were meant to be this year. It's literally because of Travis. It's also because of Travis and Taylor Swift. Everybody sees them and hates them because of this.
See, I don't.
You're a Swiftie?
I'm not. Listen to this. I cannot stand Taylor Swift's music. Let me rephrase that. My wife likes to tell me this. I don't like her voice because apparently she writes great music, and a lot of the rock bands that I follow cover her music, and I love the songs. So I love her lyrics. I just don't like her singing.
Right.
And I could not stand. I was anti-Taylor Swift. I mean, she's even blocked on my Spotify.
That's rude.
And ever since this Travis Kelce thing, I love the Travis Swift aspect of it. I love what's going on there. To me, it's like,
I wish they had a counterpart. Like, I wish Dalton Kincaid would date Miley Cyrus. And then, like, we have tight end. But
okay.
I'm just saying, if we could get them two together and be in a press box and have Miley up there losing her mind and then Taylor on the other side losing her mind, now we have a house divided. You have to choose.
Really going with Miley?
Yeah, I like Miley.
I'm not saying you don't, but, like, that's your Taylor Swift, like,
counterpart. Yeah,
that's your level.
Yes.
Is Miley?
Who else?
I don't know.
I think if you put Miley Cyrus on one press box and Taylor Swift on another, it would be fireworks in the stands and on the field. What have you doing for me lately?
Dalton Kincaid.
2 tuds, 85 yards.
Okay. 2 tuds, 85 yards.
Bold prediction.
Bold. That's a bold prediction?
Yeah, 2 tuds.
The 2 tuds, okay. I think
85 yards.
I think he gets 85.
It's the 2 tuds.
Okay.
But
what's your score prediction for tonight?
What's the weather like? Do you know? If it is not windy and it's just cold, I'm going like, we're going to get a field goal. 27 to like 13.
Oh, okay.
I think they score a field goal, or they get 2 field goals and a touchdown.
I got 24-21 Bills.
I want it to be a space this out. Like, let's finally separate ourselves. We didn't just beat the hurdle, but it's going to be we're going to light them up.
You're going to light them up?
Light them up. We
So
might put up 31. We might put up 30 plus.
That's cute. Like when you're excited about putting up 31
against a team that's an actual team. You put up, how much did y'all put up?
The Texans aren't an actual team.
Against, but you got, what are they, the 6th seed? What are they?
They were the 4 seed.
We're 2-3. 1, 2, 3 is all that mattered in that division, and you know that. After that, it's like hope. We hope we make it. We hope we're here.
But you can't deny what the Texans' defense was at the end of the year.
He says that's cute. That's cute. You played a Texans team that wasn't supposed to be there. The Chiefs and the Bills are exactly where they're supposed to be.
And the Ravens are exactly where they're supposed to be.
About to be watching the Super Bowl from the couch. From the couch. Yeah. I'm a fan for show, but I am not a good athlete. Yeah, it nicked me.
Bullshit.
Like whenever they were putting the but I'm saying whenever they put the package together of like an athlete, I just got like a piece.
That's like how when they put the package together that I should have been gay. They just didn't complete it.
Yeah, they just missed
the rainbow nicked me. The rainbow just barely nicked me.
Yeah, hit him in the shoulder. He just got one weird.
It was one of those wounds you can heal from.
Athleticism.
The scar is still there.
Missed me by a smidge. Like
it missed
I have right pieces here where I'm like, ooh, and then reality comes back. What's going on, everybody? It's like a script. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first ever episode of the We'll See You Later podcast, where we talk all things sports and entertainment from our view. I am your co-host, Jeremy. If we're going to talk Arkansas sports, I would rather do this conversation in traffic because that's how it makes me feel. I would literally, let's go have Razorback conversation on the freeway while I just sit. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's our first episode, so bear with us. If there's any interest at all, I promise we get probably a lot more funny and comfortable. It's very weird to just be yourself on a screen that you're staring at and you hear your voice talk. It's very different doing it this way. I thought it would be easier. But I hope you guys get a little piece of something, a little bit of entertainment. Because that's what we want. That's what we want. Entertainment. We're going to talk some wrestling here in a minute, too. Some wrestling. Welcome to the We'll See You Later podcast. This is your first episode where we talk. I am also a very firm believer that golden doodles are not dogs. They're something else. They're kind of like a cat where you cannot read their emotion on their face, because they can be like having fun one minute and biting you the next and trying to go at you. So I don't like golden doodles, sadly. I'm sorry too, because some of my friends have them, and I try to love your dog, but I just don't think it's meant to be for me. Sorry, golden doodles. Okay. I love a Nerf war. Love a good Nerf war.
Dominated. The kids don't understand. The kids pick the small guns, and I'm like,
no.
Magazine's not big enough.
So are you a running gunner in the Nerf war, or are you like a hide and come find me kind of guy?
Oh no, I'm a running gunner.
You're gonna,
because I've got the assault rifle. It's a bolt action.
Right. So I got to move.
Yeah, and so I've got it. And I got one hand on the trigger, and it's pop, pop, pop.
Okay.
And then I always have the John McClane. I got the John McClane gun always put it in my hoodie.
Yeah.
And I get my pistol out and pop, pop, pop.
Okay, so you're the mover.
I turn it sideways. It's a kill shot.
Okay, so you're like SWAT.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do the kids do? Do they hide?
Well,
or are they attackers as well?
Moose literally will run around he has a shield. Moose wants the smallest gun with a shield.
Okay.
We may have a war for 45 minutes. He will fire one shot.
He wants to be shot at.
No, but he's afraid to. You point your gun at him. He screams. Either goes into the
fetal.
I'm talking like he's got
defense mode.
You can't hit him. Yeah, he gets in that Spartan shield.
Yeah, but he just stays.
He stays.
Okay.
I mean, I last night I straight up John Wicked him. I came to the side. I pulled the shield to the side. Pop, pop, right in the neck.
He doesn't like attack with this shield?
No,
he just plays defense.
No, he's defense all the way. But and like I said, he may fire one shot, and he's really quick. Listen, the kid's smart. I give him this.
Yeah. He's like 90 on the inside.
He's defense, and then he wants to team up. He's like, hey. He's like, hey, help me out. Don't shoot me. Hey, I'll block the shots, and you shoot everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But at least it's that.
So I'll say that I'm more John Wick than SWAT.
Got it.
I've got guns everywhere. I've got got a foam sword,
Yeah.
and if I need some close combat, I'm slitting throats.
I'm an attacker as well. I'm gonna have to push. I'm gonna push the envelope and force you where I need you to go in the house to lose this battle.
Now, Kira, she is a sit and wait.
Yeah.
She got behind the bed and just had her gun posted up. So I turned the corner and popped one. She's like, "You hit me in the face." It was the only thing showing, kid.
Yeah. But also, like, you got to move.
Yeah.
Like, if not,
nope.
What am I supposed to do? I'm shooting blind here.
It's kind of like how I see Call of Duty is it's not real. You can take a death.
Right.
It's Nerf war. Take a hit.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how many times I get because I always wear a big hoodie and I wear sweatpants. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you can hit me. I'm not going to feel it because I'm going to keep coming. I'm going to keep
paint my entire body. Like, yeah, like I match the walls of the house. We have that, like, you know, that gray color.
What movie is it where the dude's laying in the mud?
Yeah.
And then he just sits up.
Yeah. Rambo did it. And I'm a big fan. So I will.
Schwarzenegger did it.
Yeah. I will paint my body the side, like, just stand there.
Let's go paintballing.
I love paintball.
Let's get a GoPro and go paintballing.
I love
part of an episode.
I will say, when I was 12 years old, we used to go to T-Squared Paintball in Jacksonville.
Okay.
And one time my entire team got devoured, and I hid in a corner, and I surrendered. And I've never once slept right since. Never once. 12 years old.
First time I went paintballing was my 14th birthday, and my dad cross field.
Oh yeah,
not downfield, cross field. I was running. I saw the videos back in the day. That was when paintball had become popular.
Yeah,
and you had to.
Oh yeah.
And I was running. I was like, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna slide and get behind this thing. I go to slide, and my father cross field, beautiful shot. I mean, just domed me
right
through the mask.
Yeah,
like where you had that one open spot in the mask.
Oh yeah,
domed me.
Popped him. My dad bought a paintball gun for us, and it was a legit one. And before we went, my first experience was in my backyard. He made us put our masks on, and he sat at the back door, and we had to run across our backyard. And you had like a shed and a tree and a shed. And he literally, it was like fish in a barrel, was just
the
devouring. Yes, but it was real. We came in with bruises, and that was my first experience. Like, I thought paintball was that.
Was that him just trying to toughen y'all up and have y'all ready for it so you weren't?
No, that was him just having a good time. Like he was enjoying himself. My dad was the guy, like, if my kids are in somewhat of pain and it's caused by me, it's pretty funny.
All right, everybody, that's going to wrap up our first episode on the We'll See You Later podcast. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and be on the lookout for more content. We're going to try to get it out as much as you guys want and then some. So
until next time, we'll see you later.